Let's bring in the official GOP nominee for Florida governor, Congressman Byron Donalds. Congressman, congratulations to you. Big win, big numbers tonight. Your thoughts on this victory? It looks like you are about to become the favorite to take this thing in November.
Well, I want to just thank the people of Florida, Republicans all across our state, deciding to go to the polls and support my campaign for governor. I want to thank, obviously, President Trump for his great support in our race, Rick Scott, our former governor, current senator, so many of our sheriffs, members of Congress, members of the legislature. But this is really about the future of our state. As a Republican Party, we have set the standard here in Florida. Ron DeSantis has done a great job as governor, and it's about keeping the wins that he's brought to our state going forward, but also building for our future, making sure that we can balance the growth with our agricultural lands and our conservation areas, because Florida is the best state in America, and we're not going to stop anytime soon.
I want to put this up on the screen if I can, because your opponent in November is going to be David Jolly. He posted this on X, quoting, "Floridians are being squeezed by an affordability crisis, watching corruption in Tallahassee, and exhausted by endless culture wars. After 30 years of one-party rule, voters are ready for a change." Interesting, because David Jolly was a Republican. Now he's on the other side. And I think it seems to me like Florida kind of likes being a red state right now. What do you think, Congressman?
Well, first of all, the affordability crisis is brought to us by Democrat policy. David Jolly ignores the disaster of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. They unleashed an inflation that most Americans have never seen, the largest inflation in more than 50 years. Number two, when he talks about culture wars, is defending the puberty of our young kids, making sure we support family values and Western civilization. David Jolly still supports boys playing in girls' sports. It's just him and the WNBA that think that. It's absolutely insane, and that's not what the people of Florida want. So when you talk about affordability or you talk about Florida's culture, it's Republicans that have actually had a prosperous state in Florida led by Governor DeSantis, making sure that we support family values and parental rights. As governor, we are going to continue to protect those things while also pushing down insurance costs and making sure the people of Florida can afford the beauty of our state into the future.
Yeah, Congressman, we had, the DSA a little bit disappointing in Florida tonight, because you had Jared Moskowitz beating Oliver Larkin, the DSA candidate for Congress. That's in the redrawn 25th district. Here's what Larkin said about where he stands. Watch.
We do not need ICE to keep our communities safe.
I do support the abolition of the Senate. The current configuration of the state of Israel is a religious supremacist one.
I've got about 30 seconds, Congressman, but this is a setback for the far left of the Democratic Party.
Let's be very clear. One, Oliver Larkin is a crazy person. And look, I'm glad that he lost. But let's also look at the fact that you have Angie Nixon, somebody who's supported by the Democrat Socialists of America, who's now the Democrat nominee for the United States Senate against our United States Senator Ashley Moody. So the Democrat Party has a decision to make. Are they going to follow socialism? Or are they going to follow common sense? It's already clear that the Democrats do not support common sense. That's why more people in our state are choosing the Republican Party every single year. That's why we have a 1.5 million voter advantage over the Democrats in our state.
You got the president's backing. So far, haven't gotten Ron DeSantis. Do you expect to get an endorsement from the governor very quickly, sir?
I do. Look, at the end of the day, we want to make sure we protect Governor DeSantis' hard work that he's done in our state, but also build upon that foundation to keep Florida #1 and keep it the free state of Florida.
Yeah. Congressman Byron Donalds, congratulations again. Big night for you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube, and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.